Hello and welcome to Therapy Express with Rosanna. Thank you so much for watching. Before I begin the video, I'm going to tell you a little story, and it is called There Is No Such Thing as a Dragon, and the story is by Jack Kent. Now, one day, a little boy by the name of Billy Bixby woke up and found a little dragon on his bed. This little dragon was as small as a little cat. Billy Bixby thought this little dragon was the cutest thing, and he started petting it, and the little dragon got very happy and started wagging his tail. So Billy went and told his mom that he had a little dragon on his bed, and his mom said, "There is no such thing as a dragon." So after that, every time that Billy saw the dragon and wanted attention, he wouldn't pay any attention to it because he thought, there's no such thing as a dragon. So what ended up happening was that the dragon started getting bigger and bigger, and it started getting in the way of everything, and the mom had to go around it in order to vacuum, and the thing got so big that it was too big and large to walk even around the house. Eventually, the dragon was so big and was kind of hungry, and when a bakery truck passed down the street, the dragon followed it, taking the house with him. Now, when Mr. Bixby got home, he thought, where the heck is the house? And luckily, a neighbor had seen the house take off with the dragon, and Mr. Bixby found the house and climbed up to the top story where the family was and said, "What the heck? How in the hell did this happen?" And the little boy said, well, the dragon got so big, and the mom started to say, well, there's no such thing as a... And then she said, I guess there is such a thing as a dragon, and we don't know why it got so big. And then the little boy, Billy, said, well, maybe it just wanted to get noticed. And as soon as he started petting it again, the dragon started shrinking and became just a little dragon again, something that was so cute and fuzzy and we're able to pet, and it was manageable. So today's video is about not letting things get too big. Chaos in homes happen in little tiny bits and pieces. Things don't get big all of a sudden. They start coming up, and they usually get ignored because people believe that in the moment they don't want to ruffle feathers. They don't want to make things bad, so they let it go. Unhappiness doesn't just become unhappiness in one day. It's usually things that are happening continuously, and the people just kind of turn the other way because they think that if they address the unhappiness, that it's going to be really bad. What usually ends up happening is that if you don't address the unhappiness, it just gets out of control. And sure, in the moment, it's easier to keep the peace. But in the background, the dragon is growing bigger and bigger. Things that are kept in the background are poison to the future. They make things bad and overwhelming, and when it gets that big, it's very hard to handle. Not thinking about something that you don't want to know doesn't make it go away. It just takes it away from your sight, but it's there. And one day it will erupt, and there's going to be a little leak. Imagine having a little leak and you don't do anything about it. Eventually, one day, the wall is going to get soft and break, and there's going to be a flood. So if you address things when they're just little leaks, you're going to avoid that flood. And isn't that a lot easier? So what's the fix? If you're in a relationship, whenever you address something, you make it visible. If you make it visible, you can fix it. And a little talk about finances can maybe avoid financial ruin in the future. A little talk about sexual dissatisfaction can maybe avoid an affair in the future. Little talks as things come up will help prevent something huge from happening. Because when it gets too big, how are you going to manage that? Just like you can't manage the flood, you can't manage a dragon that can run away with your house. And that is the way it is in relationship. If it gets too big, it's very difficult to address. Try not to shy away from problems because they seem like they're overwhelming at the time. Don't shy away from problems because you think they're going to create problems. The actual problem is going to get created into a bigger version if you don't do anything about it. It's like people that just sweep things under the carpet. They sweep them and sweep them. And one day it could be just one little thing that triggers something, and all of a sudden everything you've been holding inside just erupts like a volcano to the surface, and now it's bad. So the purpose of this video is to let you know that things happen in all relationships, but the key to saving the relationship is to address each thing as it happens. Don't wait. Don't wait and think it's going to get better, because it isn't going to get better. It's just going to fester, and it's going to get bigger and bigger, and you don't want it to get so big that maybe you'll end up breaking up, or now there's going to be too much water under the bridge, as they say. So address the issues, even if it's bad, even if it's painful. Just get to it right when it happens, and you're going to prevent yourself from having a lot of heartache in the future. All right, you guys, thank you for watching today. I hope this was helpful to you. Subscribe, turn on your notifications, and look for me next week. Until then, make every moment count. Bye.